I think I've been very lucky in my life to be surrounded by people that have encouraged me. Before we get into it, we've got a pretty banging giveaway. Check this out. We're partnering with Ubisoft to bring you an incredible Ghost Recon Breakpoint hamper, which includes a gold edition of the game on either Xbox One or PlayStation 4, a t-shirt, cap, tattoos, a cable charger with multiple connectors, plus wolf and ghost clothing patches. Because you're going to want to get your squad together, if you've already pre-ordered a copy of the game, your chances of winning are even higher. You can find the entry link in the description or in the pinned comment under this video. T's and C's apply. South Africans only. I think I've been very lucky in my life to be surrounded by people that have encouraged me. It's something that I don't think a lot of people get, and a way that a lot of guys and just how men seem to interact is this whole idea of bantering. That's how you show your appreciation and your love for somebody. The problem is that it's not very constructive. It might get to a certain point where it's fun for the two of you, but it also helps us lose this idea of proper communication because we don't quite understand what's going on with the way we talk. In high school, we had this thing. It was where we spoke about things in negatives, and we thought it was like really cool, as you would when you're like 17 or 18. But I would go like, if somebody was very tall, you go like, oh, you're lank short. You know, it would just be like the opposite of what it is, and it's like an overemphasis of it. But eventually we started to realize we didn't understand what we were saying to one another. We just kind of said a few things, and I was like, wait, do you mean that person is tall, or do you mean that person is short? And because we didn't understand the social comprehension, it led to a lot of frustration in our group of friends and to the people around us. Outside of high school, I got a lot of encouragement from people that really helped push me to where I am right now. And those kind gestures might have seemed small at the time by the people that have done it, but they fueled in me the ability to continue, but also ignited the understanding that there were things about me that I didn't realize. So let me give you a couple of examples. When I was in high school, I was part of a punk band. Not too many people know this, but I used to be really into pop punk. Blink-182's got a new album coming out this week. Yes. I was the lead singer, and my mom was kind enough to say, Grant, you can't sing. And it was criticism, but it came with a caveat. She was like, you have a couple of songs where you sing, you can't sing, but you can rap. I don't like rap. Well, this is my mom speaking. I don't like rap, but you can do it. It sounds like you're doing it well. And I gave it some thought. You know, and I was obviously extremely disappointed when my mom said that I'm bad at singing, because like that was my dream, right? I wanted to be Mark Hoppus on the stage, right? Singing like for Blink-182 and play Blink-182 numbers. And I mean, really, let's be honest with you. There's a certain skill level of singing that they do. It's not like the most skilled. I love this. I love them. I love the sound, but you know what I mean? It's not Adele. So with my mom's advice and encouragement, I see that second part of her criticism as encouragement. That's the difference between like positive criticism. Like you are offering a positive solution to the problem. And I went home and I made some songs on my computer and I wrote some raps to it. I didn't think I could rap. I quite enjoyed rapping. I wanted to be a lead singer in a pop punk band. I thought I was settling for second best, but I really got to reignite my love for hip-hop music, which I had before I was into punk music. This led to me making 3 albums that we got to print, and we had obviously UCT radio player. It's not that hard, guys, to get played by UCT radio if somebody there believes in you. And DJ Fresh from 5FM played our stuff, which was great, and we played around the country in little gigs all over the show. But anyway, that was cool. It was short-lived, but it was just like the power of encouragement to go, hey, here's a route that you're actually good at. So that's the one caveat. When somebody is encouraging you, they sometimes can identify things in your life that you might not see for yourself. And that's helpful because you're so close to your projects and you might be passionate like myself in something that's very specific, but you don't necessarily know what your talents that will make you excel are. The second bit of encouragement that really changed my life was when I was at Clockwork Zoo, an animation studio in Cape Town. I was storyboarding. You guys have all heard the story before. I was there for a good couple of years, and our head writer, her name is Lauren Bucas. I owe so much to her, and she is an incredible writer, incredible woman, incredibly successful in what she does. She's written for Vertigo Comics now. Subsequently, she's published many books, so she's a critically acclaimed author, and she's incredible. She's great at what she does. And she was a head writer at the time. She once told me something that will always stick with me. She said, Grant, one day we're going to be working for you. And I was like, what? I was like this 21-year-old guy in the office. And she was like, 26, I think, or 27. She was like a lot older. She was older than me in the office, and more senior, and like with this air of authority. And for her to say something like that was just like, wow, like, I felt like an intern for most people there, right? Like I'm starting at the bottom. I was earning nothing when I was working there. I was earning like 4,000 Rand a month. It was like, I honestly felt like I was literally bottom of the rung staff. And here's this other senior staff member going, we're going to be working for you one day. And that like really hit home for me, and it really motivated me to pursue things that I don't think I would have actually pursued without her being able to do this YouTube channel as a business, and find people that I can employ, which is crazy. So encouragement really does have the power to change your life and help you grow. And if you're not surrounding yourself with people that are encouraging you, then you're kind of missing out. If you're surrounding yourself with groups of friends that are just bantering with you and are talking you down and mocking you for for entertainment, that I don't think it's necessarily good for your mental health, especially if you feel that something is wrong and that it's kind of undercutting you. Make sure that you surround yourself with people that are identifying. They can be critical. Like that's the most important thing. They're allowed to be critical of the things that you're doing, but if they're not encouraging you in a direction that you didn't know that you were good at, or that they think that you are talented in, they might not necessarily be that valuable in your life, but most importantly, they might be being destructive. The other part of this whole thing is that you can be a person of encouragement. Like there are people that in your lives that it's easy to point out critical things in other people. It's easy to go like, that person has bad taste in music, or this person is just really annoying, or that YouTuber is trying too hard, or whatever the case is. The harder part of this is to look at that person with more compassion and just go, hey, maybe this is some way that they can improve. Maybe this is something that they're good at. Hey, it's interesting that person has that much passion in their work, or that person's actually really good at writing their scripts. They're not necessarily really good at delivering it to camera, or whatever the case is. There are people around you that you could be helping and improving their life quality and in their creative work by being encouraging. Don't you want to be that person in people's lives, being that growth? I look at people in my life that have encouraged me along the way, like Lauren and my mom, and like the impact that they've had until the day that I die. And like they might not have even realized that was happening. Guarantee they weren't calculating it. But that's the kind of impact I would like to leave. And I'm sure that if you're that kind of person, that's the kind of impact you want to leave. On this space as a content creator, encouragement is very, very important. When we put up a video on this channel like this, you might not see all the work that goes into it, all the discussions with all the brands that you see in the top left-hand corner, right-hand corner of this video, or whatever the case is. You might not see the hard work that goes into putting together a YouTube channel that is creating high quality content with regularity. Like it's tough. It's really hard, and you can easily just jump into the comments and go like, oh, that was a boring video, or that was a horrible waste of time. In fact, somebody came in the other day and said some things that really got to me. Like I expressed them on Twitter, but it really got to me because it was just like, I literally just uploaded the video. They definitely did not watch. There are definitely people that subscribe to this channel that literally just hit the dislike button as soon as they subscribe, and it's been happening for years. And I go like, what's wrong with you? Like, do you have a life? And that's the legacy that you're gonna leave behind. That's the kind of person that you are choosing to be. You're gonna choose to be that person that subscribes to people to dislike their videos, and you might think deep down inside that you are being the naysayer, that you are being the voice that nobody else is being. In fact, you're not. You're just being a troll, criticizes and undercuts and undermines the work that other people are doing. Instead, if you've got anything that you would like to say, voice it in a way that can help the person, because that means that you genuinely care. If you voice it in a way that you know is just going to be offensive, you're not contributing. right? You're not giving any of value to that person or to the channel or to that content creator. So I just want to say that if you are a regular viewer on this channel and you have participated positively and contributed positively, I've noticed, and thank you so much. Your encouragement helps me put out videos every single week that hopefully grow and continue to contribute to YouTube as an ecosystem, and my live streams on Twitch as an ecosystem, and to other potential content creators that are inspired and encouraged by this. In your private lives, hopefully you are encouraged to dig deep down inside yourself and find ways to encourage other people in their lives, people that you genuinely care about. They might be annoying and they might not take the information the right way at first, but if you always caveat it with something that you can see and outspoken, sometimes it might just be something out of the blue. You might want to call somebody or text them, just be like, hey, I just want to say you're a very caring person and that means a lot to me. Like, that is a form of encouragement. Don't worry about people thinking that you're sucking up or whatever. That person just might need to hear that now. We're all broken people living in this world and walking around trying to do our own thing. And without any of that randomness, those messages that come out of the blue, it really does help. Think about it happening to you. If it did, you'd be very excited, you know, like it would mean a lot. I think there's room for cynicism, but at the end of the day, I think giving people the benefit of the doubt and giving them encouragement is going to grow a healthier, happier community, both here and on Twitch and in just social media in general. Anyway, if you guys got any thoughts, anything you would like to add to this, please drop them down in the comments below. This is not me fishing for compliments. Do not make this a compliment sesh. This is mostly, hopefully, a way for you to inspire yourself, to encourage other people, and just a way that I can contribute to maybe your life, to encourage you to keep encouraging. Don't forget to check us out on Twitch, probably streaming right now. Cheers. Thanks for watching. If you want to subscribe, just click my head over here. And if you guys want to watch another video, YouTube thinks you're going to want to like this one. I think it's probably really good. I definitely made it, so it's really good. It's on our channel, so you know it's quality.